Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
The plaintiff needs to get a new insurance company that represents his best interests.
She has a shady insurance company. If they paid me, I wouldn't be here right now.
That guy that cut me off admitted that he caused the accident.
I walked outside of work to my car, pushed about 8 feet towards the building.
I'm just glad it's over.
Look out for people flying over snowbanks.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Now at 5, a crackdown on a problem touching the SoCal homeless crisis and safety concerns. LA City leaders moving toward new restrictions on where homeless people can park their RVs. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KCAL News at 5 on CBS Los Angeles. I'm Pat Harvey.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie Suh, in tonight for Chauncey Glover. We're also streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles. Well, you've seen them lining LA streets, but soon RV parking across much of our city could be banned.
And KCAL News reporter Jasmine Veal starts us off tonight with the controversial city council vote.
It was a Greyhound bus, a big giant one that was remodeled into, a motorhome RV.
Daniel Meza Rivera can't wait for all the RVs parked on his small Tarzana street to be gone.
It made me feel that, it was being trespassed upon.
You can hear just how noisy the generator is coming from the RV park here you see behind me.
There's no proper hookups for the gray water, whatever, wastewater.
His neighbors even made their own no RV parking signs. They also used other measures to get several of the RVs towed away recently.
And they finally said, they're going to do this street slurry, and they're going to tow vehicles if they're, here.
His neighborhood on Topham Street and Lindley Avenue is one of several areas the LA City Council voted Wednesday to restrict RVs from parking overnight between the hours of 2 and 6 a.m. This street in Canoga Park is also on the list for enforcement, where you can see cement blocks have been set up to prevent more RVs from parking here. Tow-away signs will be posted on some South LA streets and in West LA, where in January the council already voted to ban RVs from overnight parking in certain areas.
Where are you going to put them? That's the main problem, is where are they going to go? You're just going to put them into another district, which causes more problems and more chaos.
Ashley Sweeting says she was once homeless, living on this very Tarzana street, and hopes the city does more than just restrict the parking.
And the problem is the services aren't being offered to many people.
I think it's leading with the stick rather than the carrot.
Sam Lutzker, a UCLA PhD candidate studying housing for the homeless, says the city should be focusing first on creating more 24-hour RV safe parking sites rather than uproot someone and create less trust.
We're really just kind of pushing people around, which just creates a bigger problem at the end of the day.
The city council is asking the city administrative officer to report back on restricting RV encampments outside sensitive areas like parks, homes, and libraries, and to identify where they can park safely. Not a moment too soon for Meza Rivera.
It just, it's basically not a trailer park.
In Tarzana, Jasmine Veal, KCAL News.
A pursuit ends in a crash involving a sheriff's deputy in Lancaster.
And assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk now. You have details from the desk, Mike. Was anyone hurt in this?
Yeah, Pat and Susie. So a couple of people were evaluated. Ultimately, those suspects were taken into custody after all of this. Now, this started as apparently some sort of an assault with a deadly weapon / brandishing call up on 40th Street East and Pear Blossom Highway in the Lancaster area. A short pursuit ensued after that, and we'll show you what happened here. SkyCal getting overhead. You can see this large response here from LASD County Fire there as well. After this crash, you see the Kia Soul there, or that Nissan rather, right there in the middle of the screen, involved in all of this. That was the suspect vehicle. You can see it's banged up pretty bad there on the backside, airbags deployed. And we also found a sheriff's vehicle that had some damage to the side driver's door as well. The airbags on that car also deployed. Now, while we were there, we noticed the sheriff's department taking at least one person into custody. A second person looked like they had appeared to have been detained for a short period of time, but we saw as they were released. Now, I had a chance to talk to the sheriff's department about the original original call. This was a 911 call. As I mentioned, assault with a deadly weapon, allegedly with a handgun. Nobody was injured in that situation, but those responding deputies were able to quickly locate that suspect car, tried to pull it over. Very short pursuit before that crash happened, you guys.
Okay, Mike, thank you so much. Tonight, a cold case cracked in San Fernando. Detectives arresting a suspect in the killing of Carla